much for coming in today.
Thank you so much for having us.
We're big fans of you. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves for the people watching at home?
Well, my name is Jacob Hogard.
And my name is Dave Rosen, and we play in a band called...
Hedley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, Hedley.
Now, we were doing some online snooping. Is it true that the original name was Olympics?
That doesn't make any sense.
Is that true?
0 sense.
The original name of the band?
That makes no. See, that's the problem with the internet these days.
That's why we asked.
Now, the thing with anonymity and a verifiable source is that just because they're anonymous doesn't mean that you can discredit them. You kind of have to like take every piece of information you find with, you know, maybe it's true on the internet, but for the most part it's the internet, so you kind of can't trust it.
The reason
it's like the uncle you don't see all the time. You know, a lot of facts, but you're like, I don't know.
The reason we ask is because that would be kind of cool foreshadowing for you guys, because you actually got to play at the closing ceremony of the Olympics.
Yes, we did. We played at the closing ceremonies this year.
It was
Holy
this
cow,
year. I know,
time
it's
has
flown by.
Flown by.
It was about 6 months ago.
It was special for us because it was like Olympics were, of course, we're from Vancouver, and Olympics were in Vancouver,
right.
And it was. I was happy when we could finally tell people we were playing it, because there was so much secrecy involved with it. Like people showed up at our doors with, like, you know, briefcases with hand.
You want to talk Homeland Security?
Oh wow!
It was nuts. And then, yeah, we couldn't even, like, tell our parents or anything. So by the time we finally showed up, and, you know, it was like, you know, we didn't even know who else was playing, but then it's like, you know, Michael Bublé, and Nickelback, and Simple Plan, and Avril Lavigne. Right. So it was a lot of fun. Yeah, we had a great time.
So did you actually end up getting to tell your parents, or were they just watching on TV?
My parents went to jail.
Oh, wait a second.
Because they found out early. They came and took them.
Took them right away.
Gone.
Phil Sikorsa, gone.
Mr. Hogard.
Hello.
So did they get to? Did you get to tell them?
Yeah, they got. You could finally tell them and stuff like that. Okay. But yeah, it was a pretty big deal for them.
Yeah, there was a lot of secrecy around it. I think, obviously, for, you know, in their best interest to preserve the specialness of the occasion.
Yeah.
But actually, as a note, we also got to play. We did the closing ceremonies, but we also played like a medal ceremony. It was actually the night that Shaun White received his gold medal, and
cool.
That was really neat because that guy just does such crazy things, and just the electricity when he got his medal, like everybody in Vancouver just realized what a talent he was, and it was really nice to kind of see that, you know. I think a Canadian woman had won a gold that night, so there was, you know, both anthems.
There was a real sense of entitlement in the building.
Yeah, it was great. Everybody felt like it was their sandwich.
And we also read that you guys just had the Much Music Awards just happened, or the Much Music Video Awards, which we were talking. Is there a difference?
There
Much
is.
Music Awards.
Because there are no Much Music Awards.
Okay, so now it's just the Much Music Video Awards. And you guys won 3 out of 6 that you were nominated for, right?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. We were actually really excited. A little disappointed. Last time we won, we were 4 for 4.
Well, hey, this time
so we had a really crappy attitude.
Well, we were up
against
Justin Bieber.
like Justin,
he's a veritable
Drake
force.
and Bieber, you know, Katy Perry.
Yeah,
you know,
it's hard to go up against Justin Bieber.
No, I don't like it.
So we were wondering, so down here, we used to have, you know, music videos on MTV all the time, but it's kind of turned into more like
that we have to say
reality
it like
show
that?
now.
You know,
Yeah,
back in our day, we had music videos.
So with Much Music, is it a much bigger deal to have a Much Music Video Award? Because are there more?
It's kind of the same. It's like, you know, the trends are kind of following. There's more shows being played. There's dedicated channels to music videos now. Like you can go to like. There's like a Much Loud and like a Much 5 where it's like all rap or all metal and stuff like that. And, you know, like Friday nights there's a show called The Wedge. It's where they kind of play like, you know, all the sub pop bands and stuff. And, there's still a pretty large medium for music videos on television. So I think it does take up a significant chunk of But you guys have heard of, like, the internet, right? You guys know what the internet is.
I think I've heard of that.
You were talking about using YouTube's earlier?
Yeah, YouTube and Vivo and all that. Now it's so easy to go find music videos. It's not quite the same. It's kind of like, remember when on radio when you were a kid and you used to, like, sit there waiting for you, call in for your favorite song, and then wait there, and, you know, as soon as it started to play, you'd hit, like, the high-speed dub on your... try to record it. You know, you only get part of the song. It was kind of like that now, like when you used to watch videos, you'd be like, oh, all right, the new Remember the Time by Michael Jackson's going to be on. I got to see it. They're going to, with Eddie Murphy, you remember that one? That was a great video.
Now you can just go on Google and it's there.
Yeah. Now, it looks so far like you kind of have a pattern with your albums. They come out every 2 years.
Nice observation.
During the odd years. And
Give or
this
take
is
a
not
month.
An odd year. So does this mean that you're working on a new album to release in 2011?
I was in the studio yesterday.
So, yes.
I'm not going to disclose whether or not we're working on new material.
But you were in a studio yesterday.
But crafting took place
yesterday.
And you're in a studio now.
And we're actually in a studio now.
That's true.
Which is
So
true.
you're all
we
about
could
the
potentially be working towards the 4th record. We don't even know it yet. But
this is going on the 4th record, actually. It's going to be
this
with
interview.
Hidden track.
First track.
Oh,
track one.
First track.
That's what it should be.
Well, thank you so
Track
much
one,
for coming
us,
in
LOL.
today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
We're so glad you guys got to come and hang out.